Hello and welcome to Universe Mode. This is not even Monday Night Raw. It doesn't matter the day, it just matters about the time. And the time is the greatest for Raw that it has ever been. It is the best era that Raw could possibly be within. It is the era of the Bullet Club. Last night at SummerSlam, which wasn't really last night, we'll gloss over that bit. The Bullet Club went about their business and they got exactly what they needed. They got this place back. They got Monday Night Raw back to the hard-working men and women who give it their all. There's some kind of match later on tonight. One of those two men will fight the World Heavyweight Champion, Dolph Ziggler. No one really gives much of a shit about that one. What we do care about is how we're going to kick things off tonight with a Bullet Club celebration. That's right, the leader of the Bullet Club and the United States Champion, Adam Cole, baby, will be celebrating the win at SummerSlam, the end to the war that it was with the World Heavyweight Champion, Dolph Ziggler. I am so excited to see those champions walk into the ring, and I know another man who is so excited to see it as well. It's the Raw General Manager, Dauro Ronaldo. Dauro, you got anything to say about what happened at SummerSlam, or what's going to happen here tonight?
Well...
too late, you took too long. Back to the Bullet Club. Oh, look at that sight. Have I ever seen a better sight than that? Look, oh. I got so emotional after SummerSlam, and all the emotions are coming back again. This ain't easy.
Well, you're not...
You took too long. You don't need to speak. You're not here to celebrate. You have no right to celebrate. Look at that. The United States Champion there. The man who held on against the odds. Adam Cole, baby. And the man who outlasted Tyler Breeze despite a referee going against him on numerous occasions in Dolph Ziggler. What a iconic performance by both these men. Bravo to them. Bravo to Paige. Bravo to the Good Brothers. The Bullet Club with a clean sweep of the competition. And now, it is time to celebrate. The celebration is so good that Adam Cole took off his jacket to celebrate. Such a good celebration. Oh, I'm so happy. It's a time where I can show up for Raw for once and actually say to myself, what a time to be alive. What a time to be here. What an amazing moment this is. Not only in history, but for the future as well. Of this very brand, of this very show, of this very universe. So, I mean, it's so perfect. Is there anything you want to say, Dauro? Is there anything you want to say now? No? Okay, good. That's great. I love that. Okay, that's fine. Silence is key. I mean, just listening to what they're saying, I mean, he's so right. Everyone is stupid if you don't support the Bullet Club. You just Neanderthal in the brain. And there's just... You know what, Dauro? He's right. There's no one left. They've beaten everyone there is to beat. They've conquered all there is to conquer. This is the Bullet Club show. There's no one for the Bullet Club to fight except for the Bullet Club. And I know you would love that, but there's a part of me, and there's Adam Cole as well, that doesn't think that would be such an appreciative idea. Imagine it just, the fan. You could sell out stadiums with Bullet Club against Bullet Club. Not the likes of Bullet Club against Daniel Bryan, Bullet Club against Randy Orton, Bullet Club against Jinder, Bullet Club against This is a joke, isn't it? This is just a little bit of a it's not a joke. Oh God.
Well, somebody's biting their tongue right now.
Cole!
Maybe.
Where are you? What's going on? No! This was our celebration. This was our moment to rejoice and let it all soak in. And Raw once again have spoiled it. Raw once again cannot accept that they are weak and inferior to the Bullet Club.
Well, I guess there was one loose tie Dolph Ziggler didn't quite think of yet.
He's taken care of him before. He's done the deed on him before. He doesn't need to worry about Sting. There's nothing. Sting is nothing.
Well, obviously there's a need to worry about him now.
No, there isn't.
What do you mean, no, he isn't? He just laid out Adam Cole.
Didn't he lay? Yeah, but Dolph Ziggler's laid him out on far more occasions. That was just jealousy ramping up there. That was just Sting jealous that he isn't in the spotlight. He craves the spotlight like the rest of Raw does. But like the rest of Raw, he's incapable of claiming that spotlight.
Well, I think he's more than capable considering he just laid out the world champ in a mere couple of moves.
Wow.
And I think there's unfinished business.
Do you? Well done. Good. I don't think there is.
No, I think Sting deserves at least another chance.
I don't. I think he had his chance.
Well, buddy, you can go back to the Bullet Club hype train, because here on Monday Night Raw, I'm gonna do it. I'm adding Sting to the main event.
Another name to add to a list of disappointments.
Well, if we could just fly past that for a second, that's going to mean Cody Rhodes is going to face Triple H, and Triple H is going to face Sting in a triple threat for the #1 contendership for Dolph Ziggler's world title. And, hey, that's what general managers do, right?
I don't know. You ask that to yourself. You're the general manager around here, allegedly.
It was
pretty
it
weak
was a
one.
It was a rhetorical.
Oh, because you're not the general manager, I got it. Because you have no power over this show anymore. Because you don't have any champions on this show anymore. Because they're all in the possession of the Bullet Club, who, like Jinder Mahal, are only here for that sweet, sweet money, sweet, sweet ratings as well. Just to prove that the moment the Bullet Club scamper away from Raw, this place goes back down the shitter, back down the toilet in ratings, and back to being the inferior show. Still, however, the inferior roster when you've got a pair of losers like these two men. Losers.
They lost.
Yeah, they did. Losers. Job done.
SummerSlam.
Settled. Yeah.
They are not losers. They are anything but.
I'm sorry, but when you have a match and it ends in a decision like that, you have a winner and you have a loser. Now, if I put 2 and 2 together at SummerSlam, Blake and Murphy, losers. Smart
and then
brain,
by the same logic.
No, there's no need for the same math, is there? Because there's no need to go back in time. You're going back in time for a desperate attempt to try and lure me in you to get me annoyed, but there's no need to go back in time because it's all about the recent history. And what happened in recent history? The Bullet Club won. And now there's no need to talk about recent history. There's just need to talk about the past, the present, and the future. And that all lies within the Bullet Club. Your desperate attempts to think about the fame of the past, your desperate attempts about those 15 minutes that you had a little flicker of the spotlight shining on Raw, they're gone. You don't talk about that anymore. It's over. It's done.
Larry, are you done?
No.
Are you done?
You are.
Are you done?
You're done.
No, because I got some stuff to say. What I don't get about your whole stance and all this, right, is the Bullet Club have lost before, and now they won. So what's stopping Blake and Murphy from doing the same? They lost at SummerSlam. Maybe they could pull it up again.
That's a funny joke, you know.
It's what is the joke there?
The Blake and Murphy can win
as
the
they
Bullet
did
Club?
As they did at Money in the Bank for the World
Oh, there it
Tag Team
is, there it
titles.
is. Back to the old history because you can't accept the present right now. You don't want to admit that Blake and Murphy, Tyler Breeze, Alexa Bliss, Zack Ryder, all inferior to the Bullet Club. All
people you listed have had one or more victories over Bullet Club members.
right.
Sometimes
And
even for the title.
And all of those people I listed lost at SummerSlam in a title match. And last time I checked, using Tyler Breeze as an example of beating the Bullet Club is now pointless, considering in the settler, the be-all end-all, I think it was Dolph Ziggler that won.
Oh, maybe he did. Yeah, he did. But what I'm getting at Even, I'm not talking about specifically these people, but what I keep trying to bring into your brain that just doesn't fit. This square peg does not fit in the circle hole of your head. Is that people have beaten Bullet Club before.
I've admitted in the past, well done. Anything can happen on the night. Dreams can last for one night. But reality takes shape. And the reality lies in the Bullet Club. This whole mythical thing about how they can do it, they've done it once, they can do it before. Once the Bullet Club have their way, there is no doing it once more. There is no doing it again. You do it once, well done. Now back where you belong.
I just can't agree with you.
Of course you can't, because you're just an idiot.
I have full faith. I have full non-idiotic faith that one of these days, whether it be one of the men in this ring tonight, they're going to take down the Bullet Club, maybe even again, and they're going to stay down. The Bullet Club will stay down.
Let's just take that into perspective, ladies and gentlemen. The killer of the Bullet Club, Blake.
Well, in this example, it would be Blake and Murphy.
You just said one of these men in the ring. You know, if you're gonna
Yeah,
us losing the tag team titles, again would kill the Bullet Club all and truly. Adam Cole's gonna be like, boys, we've lost those titles. We gotta disband this. It's game over.
It's not quite the point I'm getting at, Larry.
Right. It's the part where you continue on.
Yes, it just... Well, because I already said it, like, twice. It just feels redundant to a point. Why?
No, it's redundant you thinking that they have a chance. That's gone pretty redundant. That got pretty stale about a month ago. Now you just need to settle down, accept reality, sit in your chair, stare at your desk and realize nothing you do is going to change the Bullet Club. Nothing you do is going to change Raw. You are sat in a role where you can do nothing. Set as many matches as you want. Try and set as many obstacles in the way as you want. The Bullet Club will come with the materials to knock them down. Again, and again, and again. And soon enough, you're going to run out of obstacles. You're going to run out of things to put in their way. And then nothing will ever stop the Bullet Club. This isn't a lapse in time. This isn't a moment for Raw. This is a dynasty being built. Generations of the Bullet Club will be on their way.
Well,
and what makes this all the more entertaining is even in a match where your boys are in action, these people who you think could bring down the Bullet Club again, all you can talk about is the Bullet Club. You can't bring a sentence to discuss your boys, Blake and Murphy, who have been giving a decent showing against the Revolution, and may well secure the victory here with their signature tag team finisher.
Hey, I think there's lots of money in that, and might I just point out him jumping over the ref. Quite impressive.
And there's the cover. There's a win. I mean, Murphy's method for stopping Drew Galloway from breaking up the pin there was questionable.
Unorthodox is the word.
Running into him.
Who won? Did it work?
I mean, I've seen more effective ways.
Fair enough.
Wow,
one thing
they won.
They won. Wow. One thing I gotta say about Blake and Murphy here on Raw is if you go on the ProJaked network, look back to when they were on ECW just a couple months ago, and look how far they got just by being given a chance, just by putting a little bit more effort in. I think that's why they can take down Gallows and Anderson.
It's just back down there now, back to ECW levels of Blake and Murphy. They had their moment to shine. They had their little momentum boost. It's all over. Anyway, go on, talk about the main event. I know you can't wait to discuss it.
Yeah, as I said beforehand, before I saw, whatever happened at the beginning of the show, it was going to be Triple H versus Cody Rhodes for the #1 contendership for the world title. Now, we got Sting here coming in, making it a triple threat. What do you? I gotta ask, what do you think about all that?
Should be an interesting triple threat. I mean, you got Cody, who is in his own right a fantastic competitor. You've got Triple H, who was inches away from claiming his second United States Championship in this universe. And then you've got Sting, who has been hiding for a while.
Hiding. I think hiding is a poor choice of words. I think something more fitting would probably be observing.
See, that just sounds like a pussyfoot tactic to get him away from what he was really doing, which was hiding. He lost it over the limit, and he hid. Ashamed of what transpired on that night. He couldn't win the world title. He couldn't win the big one when it mattered.
Well,
but I'm bored of talking about Sting. So, here's Asuka.
Yeah.
So what's going on with this one? Come on, let's get away from the Bullet Club a bit.
Well, here, right? Just, you know, we for the past couple weeks when it comes to our women's division, we've seen mainly just two women, right? Mm-hmm. Just the same two, so I'm adding a bit of variety, throwing some fireworks into the barrel. See what can happen. Anyone who wins this match, they could be the next one lining up for the women's championship. Who knows, right?
I mean, it's not like you've got long until the next pay-per-view. You've only got, well, one more Raw after this, and memory serves me correct, I think the name was privately announced in a recent meeting for the next pay-per-view.
I believe it was. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be Bad Blood.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah, I thought of it, not myself, but, you know, it was a whole big board meeting, and happy to say we got a good show planned.
All right,
or
interesting.
At least expecting.
All right, I'm interested about that. That's a very quick start there. You could see Asuka kind of she didn't want to wait for Gail Kim, the Empress of Tomorrow, not interested in waiting and wanted to get this match underway right here, right now. These are two women who have not kind of a struggle in their opportunities to break out. We've had Asuka who, you know, she's had her chances in the past. She's had her chances under you as well to go for that women's title, but she's not been able to capitalize on it. We had Gail Kim, who won the Queen of the Ring early this year, and she was a hot commodity when she arrived to the Raw roster, and she's also been unable to do anything with it.
Well, that is true. She too has also had her chances, so I guess now that some time has passed, maybe something has changed for one or both of these women.
Well, we'll see, and you know, that point you made about women number one contenders, such and such, I mean, it could transpire because you've only got, like I said, you only got one more Raw after this. It's not like you've got long to set up towards the pay-per-view. Clock's kind of against you.
Oh, well, I completely agree with you there, and it just so happens maybe the winner. I'm saying it's very likely, but, you know, things happen on a dime.
We'll get the confirmation next week, is basically the way we're looking at this. But we kind of need the confirmation next week anyway. There's Gail Kim with an elbow drop. Can she secure with a victory here over Asuka? No, but she gets a nice 2 count.
Yeah, it would be very odd to announce it the day after Bad Blood. That would be kind of foolish. So I gotta ask, between these two women, who do you find more favorable? Well, he's off.
I was in busy. I had an executive working.
Yeah, a little business call. I was asking you, who do you find more favorable out of these two women?
Favorable, 50-50. Both have had their chances. Both have been unable to capitalize on said chances. Both have been granted an opportunity here, so they're kind of in the same boat.
Well, you'd think, right? Since Gail Kim is the... Excuse me?
I would presume. Oh, but it may not be the case. Hang on. Asuka. We've seen this in the past from her. Takes the run up. Flying bum tackle in the face.
Oh.
Looks the outside leg here of Gail Kim, but Kim still with a lot of fight left in her.
For the second time tonight, and maybe the second of many. Unorthodox. Oh
dear.
Well, the more it's setting in for me right now. We really don't have a lot of time left coming up for Bad Blood. I'm thinking whoever wins this, might as well be the number one contender.
It's changed now. It's gone from maybe to yes.
Well, I'm thinking about it.
Oh, Kim may get that right though. Eat defeat on Asuka.
That can end a match. Normally ends a match.
Hooks the leg here on Asuka to try and put her away, and there's the kick out by Asuka.
Oh, see, you gotta hope that Gail Kim doesn't have any sort of fungi down there.
She's wearing a wrestling boot. She's okay.
Very well. Very valid point.
It would have been more awkward if she had done that, if Asuka had done that back when she was wrestling barefooted.
I wasn't aware she did that. The more you know.
Asuka variating her offense there. It's usually something we see into a backslide, but she went aggressive with it. Didn't go for the pin right away, and that could have cost her a 3 count.
Just as I was about to say, that was, yeah, I don't see that too often.
Here's the strength of Gail Kim trying to be shown there. She went for an kind of an exploder suplex. Asuka, though, with her expertise, is able to get a way out of it. And Gail Kim could be in trouble. She is in trouble.
Uh-oh. Second one of the match. This could be it all. One.
Oh, no. Once more, and he secures that 1 count. And Gail Kim's right back up to her feet here. Ready to go right back to work on Asuka. But Asuka says no. Gail Kim says no, though, to what could have been the Asuka lock.
This match, quite a bit more intense than I was expecting, but makes total sense for these two women trying to make their imprint here on the Raw brand.
Oh my god, she just slapped it. You've seen all these hard kicks and punches in this match. It's kind of been kicks of Asuka against strikes of Gail Kim, and then Asuka just went fully out there with that slap. It was great there by Asuka. Gail Kim flipped out of that, but had no time to capitalize, and it's Asuka who goes right back to work.
Ooh, being sent right between like a rock and a hard place as Asuka went for that drop kick. And
very lucky. Oh, there we go. Slap of the ass. Okay.
This show's supposed to be PG.
Oh, is it? I think it went out the window a long time ago. Gail Kim, though, eat defeat another time.
I think this is it. It's been 2 of the match. I'd be surprised to see it take 3.
Asuka's jaw has taken more punishment as well from other moves and strikes from Gail Kim. She moves in, hooks the leg, dead center, middle of the ring. Referee in to count. There's 2. And Gail Kim.
3.
Does that make her number 1 contender?
Well, I wasn't too sure at the start of the match, but this was a very great showing by not only Gail Kim, but Asuka as well. Sure. Number 1 contender, Gail Kim, for the Women's Championship.
The Queen of the Ring will get another opportunity to try and claim that throne. She's got to overcome the Bullet Club's page at Bad Blood. These 2 women met to crown the Raw Women's Champion back at Over the Limit. Of course, that was in a triple threat match. Now with them just being by themselves on their own, can Gail Kim try and cause a problem for the Raw Women's Champion? Leave that up for you to decide. But, yeah, there we go. Congrats to Gail Kim. A good challenger for Paige. I will admit that right now.
A decision on a dime, but I don't think anybody could be too mad about that one. Oh, get ready. Go on. I'll wait. I'll wait. Get it out.
Whoop, whoop!
Oh, this man, Marty Scurll. I don't think in my time here I've seen such a man rise, get so much momentum in such a short amount of time. He started off by beating Adam Cole, the U.S. champion, in singles action. The following week, goes on to face the number 1 contender at the time for the World 10. Having fun there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he fought Tyler Breeze, who at the time was the number 1 contender. That was a great match. The next week, he beats the man he's facing tonight, Jinder Mahal, Mr. Money in the Bank. Already 3 impressive matches for this man. going into SummerSlam. However, before the match starts, this man is attacked by his opponent, Jinder Mahal, Mr. Money in the Bank. So, with the U.S. title already, with that match already long and gone, I think we need a new contender, and who better than these two men right here?
I mean, there's to use a pun here. There is bad blood between these two men, certainly.
See, and I get the joke because our pay-per-view, our Raw exclusive pay-per-view, is Bad Blood.
Yeah, there it is. But yeah, but no, this makes sense, and it's a great chance for Jinder as well. It is a huge chance. Jinder can hold a title and a briefcase at the same time. And I'm not surprised that I'm watching what I'm watching right now.
Well, what could you expect with the beef these two men have together? I don't think it's surprising that they would start this match off early.
Well, Scurll got jumped at SummerSlam by Jinder, potentially cost him the United States Championship because of it, and now Scurll wants his revenge.
Not only does he want his revenge, but he wants his rematch against the U.S. champion, Adam Cole.
One-on-one as well, that can make a vast difference to it all. It's the strength of Scurll being shown there as he lifts up the huge Jinder on his shoulders.
Well, you made the point, and you gotta ask the question, if Jinder didn't interfere at SummerSlam, would Scurll be the U.S. champion right now? Would he have just that little bit more of gas to finish the match off?
I mean, at this point, we can only speculate. We can't say yet. I can't say yes or no to that answer. We can only speculate. I think maybe. That's all I can say. Maybe he could have. Maybe he wouldn't have. Maybe the outcome would have been the same. All I know is that definitely did make a difference for Scurll. Even though he was there at the start of the match, even though he continued on, it got worse. And I think what brought the peak to it was that pedigree on the outside by Triple H as well.
Yes, I do recall, and anything from Triple H on the ringside, is going to make a difference. And, well, now I think it's about that time where I ask you, who do you think's gonna take this one home?
I want Scurll.
Well, I think many of the fans agree with you, but it's hard to count out Jinder. Because while the man, he's lost in his last match against Scurll, he's shows determination and the fight and the will to win. I mean, hell, on his first night back, he became Mr. Money in the Bank, which is no easy feat.
Fair point, but I'm not counting out Jinder's prowess either, the power that he brings into the ring, the ability that he possesses within him. I just want Scurll just so I can watch a rematch between those two men. Because their first match was incredible. Imagine it on a bigger stage with more on the line, be even better.
And you got to think of like the different situation we would be in now if way back then that match was for the U.S. Championship.
I think right now Scurll and Cole would be going at it for that U.S. title. Maybe it would have been just a one-on-one at SummerSlam, but it could be Scurll getting that one-on-one match. It would have been if I'd been able to finish my point in the middle of burping, but we'll gloss over that. Scurll, though, is continuing on here. Flurry of offense, going quick with it as well, up to the top rope. Drop kick there, and Jinder goes way down.
See, one thing to take note of so far is that Jinder is kind of having a hard time matching the speed of Scurll here.
I think Scurll is also, he's going to be giving it more in this matchup. Like, he's going to be giving more to Jinder than he did last week. Not on the aspect of, Scurll let the match go on a while. He let himself have a little bit of a tester before SummerSlam. Now, it was Jinder who cost him SummerSlam, for one, so that gives him a reason to be annoyed at Jinder, and he didn't win at SummerSlam. More reason to be annoyed and frustrating himself, and I think he's taken his frustration share out on Jinder. But what he can't afford to do is get too aggressive and risk a disqualification or risk tiring himself out and allowing Jinder Mahal to capitalize.
Well, you said it yourself, and I think the difference that's going to be made here is that last time he faced Jinder, he had something to prove. He had to keep his hot streak going. And now, not only does he still have something to prove, he has something to gain, and he's angry. And those last two, they conflict in a way where I don't think Scurll would do something to get himself DQ'd. I think this match means too much to him to let something like that come in the way of it.
Oh, you never know. The villain does work in his own ways. A villain works how a villain wants to. And a villain is going to capitalize here. Jinder gave up his back. Crossface chicken wing. He didn't make him tap out to this last week, but he could get close.
We've seen more than a handful of people tap out to this one. This could be it.
He's got it really locked in deep there on Jinder. The size advantage that Jinder has, though. Could it make it more difficult for him to make Jinder tap out?
It's insane. It's like watching a koala on a big old tree. That's the imagery I'm getting from this.
Yeah, but Jinder pushes the koala off of that tree and forces him down to the ground. Now the tree is starting to fight back.
Yeah, one could argue Jinder is built like a tree. Hard, tough, tall.
Oh, God. It can come crashing down on you at a huge rate of knots.
See, but you gotta think here. If Jinder falls in the middle of nowhere, does he make a sound?
Yes.
Agreed.
Everything makes a sound, even if no one's around.
Whoa, Scurll skipping
Scurll
up.
Firing back all of a sudden. Clothesline, drop kick. All of that was directed towards the face and the neck as well for that. For the crossface chicken wing. There's a super kick.
I'm not too fond of the move, I gotta say,
Jumping
but
in.
it's effective.
Oh, and he does it. Whoop, whoop. The
Here
villain.
he is. Your new #1 contender for the United States Championship.
Oh, I'm happy.
You're getting the match you wanted. The fans are getting the match they probably wanted. And, well...
Do you know, I don't mean to take this away from Scurll, but it's not like Jinder's lost anything. Still got that briefcase.
Oh, yeah.
Still got it in his clutches. It's not like if the briefcase was on the line here, Scurll would have won big. But it's not like, at the end of the day, Jinder still, if he chooses to, has a chance of walking out of bad blood with the world title.
Yeah, because the deal tonight, right? If Ziggler tries to come in and mess up with that main event, Jinder could just walk in and cash in. He could be the champ tonight.
He'd need a lot to happen, though. He'd need something dreadful to happen to Ziggler. Because Jinder just lost. And it's not as if he tapped out for a move that was choking him. He got pinned. There's a big difference there.
Well, I don't condone it, right? But that briefcase doubles as a portable steel chair.
Yeah.
That's a big difference maker if Ziggler doesn't see you coming.
I don't think there's going to be any involvement in that triple threat. I think Ziggler he'll stay back. He's going to stay backstage and pay attention. It's not like the Bullet Club is going to jump out and try and gain an early opportunity.
Well, I guess we just have to wait and see. It's really hard to call on this one.
But moving on, here's the A-lister, the Hollywood star, The Miz.
Okay, so about this whole deal, right? He comes back demanding a match, and I'm like, I got one free opponent for you. Doesn't let me finish. Insist on having this match. Thinks it'll be the whole difference maker.
In his mind, he's thinking, it's Kofi. It's Aiden English.
He wouldn't let me finish. I couldn't tell him. This is...
Oh, well, dear. He's walked into he's walked down a road that I wouldn't want to walk down. Not in the current mood that the Undertaker's in. Especially after what we saw last week. Here he is.
Certainly bad blood between this man and Mordecai.
Bad blood is surging all throughout the Undertaker right now. The man who not only he didn't plead, he demanded his brother to return to him. He demanded. He was basically forcing Mordecai to give back his brother, to give up the Brood, and to give up Kane to the Undertaker. We've heard no response from Mordecai. But that's what makes it all the more threatening. We haven't heard from him, which means we're still awaiting a reply, and you know how the Brood like to act.
I think the more accurate statement there is, you know how Mordecai likes to act with the Brood.
He will do what he wants, when he wants, how he wants as well. But right now, The Undertaker has to try and overlook that. Try and look past the idea that Mordecai could be watching his every movement right now from who knows where. And focus instead on getting this victory over The Miz. Because you do not want to overlook The Miz. He may well have demanded the match, and he may well have been a little bit surprised by this opponent, but this is a tough game for him.
Well, the thing about The Miz is that he sort of has a kind of whole snake going thing for him. You think he got him killed, but as soon as you let your guard down, you could sneak up and take that win.
And all it takes is one little itty-bitty distraction from the Brood, and that's the snake's opportunity to latch around the neck of the dead man.
One thing, sort of silly to break away this tension right now is when you saw Undertaker getting in the ring, Miz was getting out of dodge. He did not want to be in the same ring, and now he's kind of forced to. I couldn't
think anyone in this current moment in time, any normal human being who would want to share that ring with The Undertaker when he's heading into it. I would want no part of that ring when Undertaker's walking towards it.
That statement is no truer now with all the Brood things going on inside his head.
I mean, the statement he made last week to Mordecai was chilling. Demanding his brother back, saying you will either free my brother and give him life, basically, or you will rest in peace.
And I think you made the point that it's just it's all the creepier. It's more eerie that we haven't heard of Mordecai. None of the backstage accounts. We haven't seen him show up.
It's been a silent week for the Brood.
There's not many words to describe it. It's chilling.
It's just waiting, is what it's a lot of waiting.
It's just trying to focus on this match right now, and everything just seems sort of run of the mill, except Maryse throwing in a chair there.
I'm trying to pay attention. Oh, this isn't gonna go well for The Miz. Choke slam.
Choke slam.
Maryse trying to get involved here, trying to distract the ref, but I don't think her husband's going to be able to capitalize.
Undertaker just staring her down.
Oh, oh no. Maryse, you've just made problems worse for your husband. The Miz in huge trouble.
Oh no.
Tombstone. Undertaker, not even... Oh, there she is. There's Maryse getting involved. Is that a smart idea, love?
Does she know what she's doing?
You're just making The Undertaker beat up your husband even more. And it's not as if, like, Taker won't. No, he will. He won't stop. You don't anger The Undertaker when we saw what he did last week.
Does Maryse get the memo of who this guy is?
I mean, no. He's not an A-lister, so maybe that's why. But Miz is trying to capitalize there. Neck breaker. Hook in the leg of The Undertaker, trying to secure a big win, and oh my god.
Oh god.
It's a long road to climb.
That tombstone must have really hit The Miz somewhere special in the head. Do you see how confident he looked when he pinned The Undertaker?
Oh, it's The Miz. He exuberates confidence every second. Whatever he wants to. There's a nice crossbody, though, by The Miz, and once more... Oh, I thought he was going to go for the pin there, but he's trying to slow this one down, and I don't blame him. He's just been tombstoned and chokeslammed.
Well, I guess...
And probably wishes this match is over.
If there's one word Raw is becoming synonymous with, it's opportunities. Maybe? I guess I shouldn't count him out. He's trying.
Yeah, he can try all he wants, but there's a time and a place. He's taking on The Undertaker.
I know.
There's none of this hope and prosperity for The Miz.
I think we all know who we have our money on here, but points for effort?
No.
Question mark?
No. You get points for winning. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Good counter there, though, by The Miz. He flip this. Yeah, great, great job of picking up on that.
I thought he was going for another tombstone.
Oh, it would have been worrying if he did. Now Miz trying to get in here. Maybe the thoughts of the Brood, maybe Taker getting a little too distracted by the thought of Mordecai or Kane running out of the blue. Maybe they're getting to him, and it's allowing Miz to capitalize.
Agreed, and it's like in Miz, he's either in the ring with a raging bull right now,
Okay, I'm glad you said
a
both.
cow, or a cow. In the sense of
I don't think Undertaker ever calms down.
Well, what I meant by that is that he's either at 100% right now or he's not. And if he's not...
That tombstone knocked him senseless. He's not at 100%.
That's the third time we've seen that. People just shouting out to Sting.
To Sting? What?
Yeah, Miz, you kind of just did a variation of the Scorpion Death
he did
Drop.
a reverse DDT, so it's instant Scorpion Death Drop. No, it's a reverse DDT, it's a move.
Well, I just
if
think
people
it's
started doing the zigzag, fair enough.
I think it's like a very convenient move to be doing tonight that we've seen more than once.
But if it was on any other night, it'd just be a reverse DDT. But you just want to get your stings out there. You just want to get your Sting references out there.
Look, no need to crow about it, Larry.
I mean, I don't know how that's a diss. The crow is a very dangerous bird.
Much like Sting is a very dangerous man. Could this be it? 1, 2.
No. No.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, look, I wanna root for the guy.
Well, don't. Just don't. You've seen your record of rooting for people in the past. It's not going well, and it's not going well right now. Tombstone.
Oh God! Second of the match. This is it. What can I say?
Oh, oh, what are you doing? What are you actually doing, Maryse? Do you want your husband to have post-concussion syndrome? Do you want your husband to be in a wheelchair?
Even if by some chance he won, I don't think we're going to be seeing Miz next week.
Yeah.
Just getting a feeling.
I don't think Miz is feeling anything in his head of his right now. I think it's just been turned to mush. But Maryse is being a bit of an idiot.
Does she... It's hard to think like what's going through her head right now. It's the Undertaker.
Yeah. The longer this goes on, the more this isn't becoming about Taker perhaps making a mistake. The more this is becoming Undertaker sending a message to the Brood.
Uh-oh. Going for this move.
Walking the ropes as if it's no problem at all for Old School.
This could be a match ender right here.
Well, Miz is not moving at all. He had no life left in him there. And even that kick just did nothing to Taker. Oh, this one may. Figure 4. Where's he found this?
Wow. Are we gonna eat our words?
Pulled this one out of left field on the Undertaker. Trying to go after the legs, and oh no, Undertaker using his everything advantage to turn it around in his favor.
I was speechless there. I gotta admit, I guess. This match going on way longer. I mean, I think now it's time to give some effort points.
No. There's no effort points. This match would have been over by the first tombstone if not for Maryse.
Fair point. I don't know. I'm trying to rationalize it in my mind why Maryse would do something so foolish, and I think she'd expect Undertaker to get distracted, but he doesn't, so Miz can't capitalize.
Oh dear. Please let this be the end.
Maryse,
for your husband's sake, Maryse. No. I'm calling for a divorce. There needs to be a divorce. Needs to be a divorce in the ring right now. Or the referee needs to do something. This has gone on for... Hey! The referee's done something!
Hey!
She's gone!
Round of applause for the ref.
No, it took him too long.
I mean, he did it. You know the refs here. at
Yeah, biased.
in the universe.
Yeah. Awful.
They're-
Terrible.
Yeah, they're a little bit slow.
Well, now what this has gone from is taking action to, taking far too long and potentially causing injury or a fate even worse than that to a Raw talent. And once more, Taker gonna drop it down. There's Old School. And with no Maryse, please let the end be on its way.
If you thought Maryse had a chance, if you thought The Miz had a chance before, sure as hell does it now.
I have no idea. Technically Old School is just a punch in the back, so maybe that's... Never mind. Match is ending.
How? How?
Number 4. Tombstone pile driver, and there is nothing left in The Miz. Hollywood has given up.
Finally, this just happened. This really happened right here.
Yes, The Miz just got absolutely decimated by The Undertaker, is the nicest way of putting it. There's a victory for the dead man. Oh, that's not good. Oh my!
Oh.
His own game's being played against him. Chokeslam by Mordecai.
Well, we were waiting on an answer from Mordecai, and I think we're about to get one.
Just planted The Undertaker down with one of his own signature maneuvers. And now he is answering back.
The audacity.
He's speaking in he's speaking in very confusing terms. He's speaking in his style. Oh, that's disgusting by Mordecai. Oh. You want him back. You have to beat him within an inch of his life. Mordecai acting as if he saved this man, as if he brought him clarity into this world. Oh, shit.
Wow.
That
is a scary thought.
I think that's, if you look at it from a literal term, I think that's a stipulation. I think that's a bet being put forth for Bad Blood. Mordecai won't face The Undertaker, but he will face, but Kane will face his own brother.
What a wow.
You've got to act right now. You're in the moment. You've got to do something right here, right now. You've got to make a decision.
Can I deny it?
Deny the Brood?
Exactly.
Are you out of your mind? Come on, then.
I can't.
You've got to make it official. It's your job.
It wouldn't be the
That's
first
what
time.
managers do, isn't it?
It wouldn't be the first time that the Brood did something like this. It's really not in my power. Yes, the match is happening at Bad Blood. I can't stop it.
Right,
even
yes,
if
the
I wanted
match is
to.
happening, but what about what Mordecai just said? It's more than just the match.
What he said? I don't know what you're expecting me to add to this.
I'm expecting you to say it to be true, because Mordecai can say it, yes, but until we get the official word, it's just speculation. Do your job.
Speculation when the Brood says it.
Just say it.
If the Brood, if Kane can beat Undertaker, Undertaker is joining the Brood. And if it happens vice versa, well, Kane is unleashed, and
Well done. Didn't take that long, did it? Didn't take that much effort.
You think about this for a moment. If this was on ECW, which of these options is the better one?
The one which is going to make the most money. Money.
Well, here's the thing. The Brood, Mordecai mainly. He's kind of
I have my own Brood. It's the Wyatt family. They do basically the same things. Braun Strowman walks into a match when he feels like it.
Well, I guess it's more so the fear of either man that if they want something, if they want anything on Raw, what is stopping them at that point? I know I really can't. I haven't been able to.
Alright, there you go. That's settled. That's all I wanted. I just wanted the words. Just wanted the words to be said. Wanted it to be made official. Wanted the people, because it's what it's about. The people knowing the news. God, so caring about your own backside, you don't think about the fans for 1 second. I gotta keep me safe. Anyway, crossing away from that, here is your main event. Triple threat match to determine who will face Dolph Ziggler at Bad Blood. Will it be two hard-fighting, hard-working men in Triple H and Cody Rhodes, this man who came so close to capturing the United States Championship at SummerSlam, or will it be a coward who hides in the shadows, runs away when moments look at its worst, quivers away into his own little dirt hole, and then when he thinks he stands a tenth of an amount of being able to cause some problem, he's sure to cause problems.
I can't. You're really underselling the icon here. Can you? Might want to reword there, don't you think?
No, nothing I need to reword.
Sting is a man. He's main evented multiple pay-per-views, had multiple championship matches. That's nothing to crap on, my friend. And now you got to think. Do you think Sting has just been home eating potato chips, apple pies, some Darrow brand Coca-Colas? No, this man's been watching. He's been watching the club. He's been watching Dolph Ziggler.
Yes,
and
watching in the shadows, like a coward.
Observing. Picking up the perfect ways, all the little flaws that Dolph Ziggler shows in every match. Even if it's the tiniest thing, something that could be used to his advantage.
Yeah, that really did a good number over the limit, didn't it?
Well, the whole point I'm getting at here is that between then and now,
right,
he's had time.
Right.
And I think we could both agree that Dolph Ziggler hasn't exactly been watching old Sting matches and picking up on the same things.
You clearly don't know the same Dolph Ziggler I know, then.
Indulge us.
You can make that speculation, but I've told you in the past, when they know an opponent, the Bullet Club study tape. They don't study tape on their own, they study tape together. They pick out bits and pieces that others may not be able to pick out. They work as a group to help one another out. That's why when we head into SummerSlam, I was spouting the confidence that I was, because they'd spent so long analysing and even over-analysing their opponents. They knew every inch of them in and out. And they will do the same to the winner of this match. Even if it's not Sting, Triple H, Cody Rhodes, they will study what they can study. They will look at the finite details of each opponent.
So I guess from what you're saying, right, for any of these men, it's kind of an even footing right now. Each man knows what the other one, especially Triple H. He's more recently been in a match with some of the Bullet Club.
Yes.
A big title match. There's no doubt that.
That's why I think Trips is going to take it. That's why I think Trips he's got enough. He's been on this mean streak since he returned it over the limit. He hasn't been pinned, to the best of my knowledge. He wasn't pinned in the Fatal 4-Way. If you ask me, he came. I know second places don't exist in that match, but he basically came second. I think this is Triple H's time. This is Triple H's moment. Marty Scurll did it earlier in the night. Triple H can do it here. Triple H has the opportunity, let me try English again today, to finally hold a world title within this universe. These two men have held world titles. These two men have been to the top of the mountain. Triple H hasn't. He has that hunger within him. He has that drive.
Well, you seem awfully confident in Triple H, and I could see why. I'm pretty sure many are hard-pressed to agree with you. But for me anyway, oh wow. Nice German suplex. Avalanche German suplex. Excuse me?
I've seen better.
Anyhow.
Oh, Swanton bomb by Sting!
Impressive. I believe.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, would you do that?
No, because I'm not an idiot.
Or because you can't do it?
No, I could pretty damn do it. That was a better German suplex by Sting. Well done. Did a better job. Cover on trips. Kicks out at 2. Nothing to worry about.
So, if I have to put it between... I can only narrow it down to 2 men that I believe could, in my eyes. Triple H for the same reasons you listed, and I think I gotta go Sting as well. I can't...
Of course. No, of course. Of course.
It's hard to say for Cody.
Well, let's just gloss over Cody, the man who you did give this opportunity to, and you would have been clamoring about had Sting not walked in.
Well, I think
Cody.
that is the difference.
So hard. This man has worked so hard to get that opportunity back. This man has worked. He's wanted to win that world title once more. Now he's got this opportunity, and the attention goes all away from him for Sting because he needs his moment in the spotlight. Cody ain't gonna stand for that. Cody's gonna fight. There's a disaster kick.
Hey, and you said you're making it seem as if now Cody is for sure going to lose. No, he very well may take it.
Never said he was. You're just putting words in my mouth.
You're selling
I'm saying Cody's fighting for an opportunity that the moment Sting has walked into, you've overlooked.
Stuff happens.
Good for you. Sting going after Cody here. Triple H rolled to the outside. That may not have been a smart decision. Could have cost him. Sting gonna capitalize. We've seen this once before tonight.
We've seen it. Actually, this is the 4th time tonight.
Cody may be in trouble. The former world champion with a chance to try and cause problems for the Bullet Club, but will he not be allowed that opportunity? Trips getting up to his feet, but it's too late.
Well, that's all she wrote, I guess. Scorpion Death Drop, finishing 2 opponents in the first try tonight.
Finishing. Nice way of putting it.
Well, Cody Rhodes, finished. Dolph Ziggler in the beginning of the show.
Definitely wasn't finished.
Finished.
Walked out on his own 2 feet.
Hey,
you keep telling me that Dolph Ziggler's. You keep telling me that Dolph Ziggler's finished when the last time Sting attacked Dolph Ziggler from behind, Ziggler laid him out. So I thought. That's what I thought. Keep that mouth shut, boy, because it's only coming back to bite you in your own ass.
Well, the tides
and a
seem
bad
to
blood.
be. The tides seem to be.
They're not. In what world are the tides turning? The tide is well and truly in the favor of the Bullet Club, and it will remain that way not only tonight, not only next week, beyond Bad Blood, beyond 2017. There is no tides to be changed. This is the Bullet Club's tide. This is the tide they own, and this is a tide we're all welcome to ride. Thank you. Thank you, Bullet Club.